Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Versatility podcast. For today's episode, I'm going to be making my week 4 college football predictions, my week 3 NFL predictions, going over the MLS and MLB current standings. Obviously, we have one more week of the MLB regular season. Next Sunday is the last game of the season for every team, and obviously the postseason starting the wild card series October 3rd. So yeah, we're getting near. We're getting near, and the standings are only getting wilder by the day. So let's just get straight to it. Um, so yeah, let's go straight to the MLB standings real quick, and let's just get straight to it. All right. So as we'll see here, um, certain teams already got eliminated this past week, and certain teams have clinched a playoff berth. As you can see, the Orioles and Rays. I believe last time I already mentioned it, they already clinched a playoff spot. Obviously, the Rays are only a game and a half behind the Orioles for the division. So the division right now, it's definitely between Baltimore or Tampa. Maybe Tampa could overtake Baltimore, but for the majority of the season, the Orioles have been taking that division spot. And we'll see if the Rays can come back and get it, or if not, they're going to be a wild card team at the very, very least. The Red Sox eliminated, obviously. The Yankees might as well be eliminated. You know that they're far away, man. They're far away in that American League. It's not as crazy as the National League, but it's the Blue Jays, Rangers, Astros, and Mariners that are trying to fight for the last 3 wild card spots. So that there's somebody that the Yankees are just not going to make it. So we're not even going to question that. Orioles. Not the Orioles. The Blue Jays, 86-68. 9 games behind the division. Obviously, we don't care about the division right now for them. The Twins, yesterday, they beat the Angels to clinch the division. So the Twins obviously win the AL Central, and every team, not even 500. So obviously, they're all eliminated. Guardians, Twins, the Guardians, Tigers, White Sox, and Royals. Angels, A's obviously are eliminated. But man, this AL West, the Rangers, they beat the Mariners yesterday, and they have a series. They have a game today and tomorrow, so it's going to be back and forth between these 3 teams right here: Rangers, Astros, and Mariners. I think probably the Mariners are probably going to get the wild card, and then it's going to definitely be between Texas or the Astros. Honestly, it might be Houston again to take the division. If it's not the Astros, then I'll pick the Rangers. You know what? Fuck it. I'll get the Rangers to pick the division. You know what? Why not? And then the Astros are probably going to make it. Maybe even the Mariners just fall out short. But we'll see, man. Right now, what are the percentages? 51% for the Mariners. The Astros are going to definitely, have a good chance at it. And the Rangers, 78. So, yeah, the Mariners right now are playing with a 50-50 luck right now. But they have a week left to figure things out. As you can see here, the Braves, they clinched the division. Obviously, the Phillies and the Marlins are in the wild card spot still. The Mets, they got eliminated yesterday from the Phillies, defeating them in a walk-off win. Nationals obviously trash. Brewers, they clinched the division after whooping the Marlins ass yesterday 16-1. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that game. Cubs, Reds still fighting for a wild card spot as well. Pirates, they're gonna get eliminated very soon with one more loss, I'm assuming. Cardinals, let's not even talk about them. Rockies, let's not even talk about them. Padres, they're gonna get eliminated just like the Yankees. They're still alive, but they're not alive. They're not making the playoffs. The Giants, they're far, man. No, the Giants, I think, are going to get eliminated. I don't care if they can go on a crazy run. Yes, the Padres have won 8 straight games. I understand that. But why are y'all playing the best baseball right now when it's almost kind of too late? Like, I feel like certain teams like, the Marlins and the Cubs and the Reds, yeah, they're just only how many games ahead of y'all? Like 3-4 games ahead of y'all, but they've been a lot more consistent than the Padres. And now they're playing at a right time, but are they going to win 15 straight games? I don't think so, dude. They're gonna probably lose like 2 out of the next 8 games that they have remaining. It's gonna be tough for the Padres. It will be a fucking miracle if they could somehow overtake Miami, Chicago, Cincinnati, and probably be the second wildcard team behind Philly. Like, there's no fucking way. Like, that's not gonna happen. But it is what it is. We'll see, man. We still have a week left. So here are the wildcard standings, so you guys can see it like, in a row. So yeah, these 3 teams right here. Don't care about the Yankees. They're out of the picture. 7 games behind the Mariners. They're gonna get eliminated very soon. They've won 2 straight games. The next time they lose, they're done. So don't even worry about the Yankees even sniffing the postseason. garbage this Yankees organization is as a franchise. Since 2009, they've been fucking abysmal at this point at running the fucking franchise at this point. And yeah, National League, we have 8 teams in contention. Let's be real. 6 teams in contention. Let's be even more real. 5 teams in contention. I'm not even looking at the Giants or the Padres anymore, dude. I don't know, man. I'm kind of leaving them out the dust. I really think the race is just between the Cubs, Miami, and Cincinnati, and also obviously Arizona. In Arizona, they're comfortable right now in the second spot, but Chicago can overtake them, Miami can overtake it, Cincinnati can overtake it. So again, anything could happen. And Giants as well. You guys are 500 right now. The Padres have some. They have to pull off a miracle. They have to play phenomenal baseball. They have to keep winning. Like, you know what I mean? They're the hottest team right now. I mean, they've won 8 straight games. So if they can keep it up, they can keep it up. But we'll see about it. All right, now let me show you all the MLS standings. So obviously the postseason starting in around November, December, I believe. November is the postseason. And yeah, I mean, let's talk about the Eastern Conference. So again, we got Cincinnati, Orlando, Columbus, Philly, New England, Atlanta, Nashville, Montreal, and then DC United. So I believe the first 7 positions, yeah, they qualify immediately to the postseason. So if the playoffs were to start in the East, it would obviously be these 7 teams here, and then between Montreal and United, they would face off in the wild card matches, and then every other team will be eliminated, obviously. Then DC, well, not DC, from the 10th seed, New York. Wow, damn, what happened to New York City FC? Weren't they? Didn't they win like a cup like 2 years ago or something like that, or a year ago? Like, damn, they've fallen off. Now they're the 10th. They're 7, 13, and 10. Yikes. Chicago, they're at 11. Charlotte's at 12. Miami, they're at 13. They're 9 wins, 4 draws, and 15 losses. Look, let's talk about Miami real quick because that's the team that everyone wants to talk about because they have the best player in the world there, obviously. Now, things are looking rough for Miami. Apparently, Messi left the game early. Last game on Wednesday, I believe it was against. Wait, who was against Toronto? I believe. So they won 4-0. Messi didn't score a goal. He played 30-something minutes in the first half, but then he went out with an injury. Apparently, the coach says it was fatigue because he they've been overworking his ass, but I'm not sure because the timing is kind of very off because he missed the game. He missed the Atlanta game the week prior. He didn't play that game, and we got fucking smoked. No wonder because Messi didn't fucking play. And then he was supposed to play not a friendly game, a World Cup qualifying game for Argentina against Bolivia, or I think it was against Bolivia, and he didn't play that game. So he missed those 2 games just for rest, just to get some rest or even recovering from a particular injury. And now obviously coming back that game against Toronto, he gets injured or fatigued, whatever the case may be. Now, I'm hoping it's just fatigue and nothing serious of an injury. But at the same time, how weird is it for him to just be on the field and then just 30 minutes in the game, he just decides, nah, I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna leave. Like I'm tired, dude. Like I find that very odd that he's just gonna leave in the middle of the game. And then also his teammate Jordi Alba left like 5 minutes prior, and then Messi leaves 5 minutes later. Like it's very weird. I don't know. Miami without Messi, we know that they're not going anywhere. So they have 7 games left. I mean, they have 6 games in the season left. They got a game tomorrow against Orlando, and it's going to be in Orlando, so it's going to be a pretty big game. And then, oh, wow, the U.S. Open final, the U.S. Open Cup final is Wednesday against Houston. I don't know if Messi's playing tomorrow against Orlando. I don't know if Messi's playing against the Dynamo on Wednesday. And I don't know if he's even playing next Saturday against New York. Like, I think he should be back in October I would hope so, because he has 4 games here to help Miami make the push for the playoffs. Because right now they're still 13th. They're still bottom of the barrel. They still have a long way to go, man. Not really. They don't have that many games left, but they need to figure things out ASAP. And without Messi, what are they really going to do, man? Yes, they played good against Toronto, but isn't Toronto aren't they? Apparently now they're shittier than us. Wait, hold on. let me go back to the table real quick. Toronto is literally the worst team in the East, guys. They're 4-10-15. So we thought my Inter Miami is garbage. Look at this fucking poverty ass team. 4-10-15, and then New York Red Bulls 7-10-12. Yeah, these two teams are just absolutely done here. Well, Miami still has some kind of hope if Messi can play. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, 7 games left, 6 regular season games, and then they have that Wednesday game against the Dynamo, for another trophy potentially, that they're trying to get. But that game on Wednesday doesn't fucking matter. They can lose that game. That doesn't matter. But for them to make the playoffs, 6 games, they got to get at least 5 wins. Maybe they can get a draw, but they can't afford another loss, man. They 15 L's is enough, man. Like cut it off. Like that's way too much. Like they only have how many wins? 9 wins. They got to get 14. They got to have like a balance of 14, 15 wins. They just have to keep winning. They have to keep winning. And even if that's without Messi, they have to step the fuck up, because then we're not going to see Messi play in the playoffs where he should be able to just dominate once again, as he's just been doing that since the entire journey he's been here in Miami. So, and in the West, we have St. Louis, Seattle, LAFC, Houston, Vancouver, Real Salt Lake. So, okay. The worst team is Colorado, LA Galaxy. Wow, LA Galaxy 13. Damn, that's fuck. Why is it still don't have 30 teams? It's 15 and then it's 14 in the West. Yeah, they have 29 teams. At some point, they're probably going to get their 30th team. But yeah, they still only got 29. It's so weird to have uneven amount of teams, but I guess they just found a way to figure it out there. Yeah, Miami, figure it out, dog. Figure it out, because we're gonna have to. Okay, we're good. We're gonna have to figure shit out. They're gonna have to figure shit out. All right, now let's go straight to college football. It's week 4. Let's make my predictions, and let's get straight to it. Okay. Rutgers, Michigan, 3-0 Rutgers, 3-0 Michigan at Michigan. Michigan should dominate. I feel like, yeah, they're at home. I think this is like their second home game, I believe. Not the biggest fan of McCarthy, but has played a little bit better since that second game he had. It was through 3 interceptions. Yeah, that was not a great game. But I mean, what does he have? 701 yards, 7 touchdowns, 3 picks. Okay, whatever. I mean, I got Michigan winning this game, so we'll see. Florida State, Clemson. Florida State, they look good. They look great. I mean, last week against was it Boston College? I believe they had a close one against Boston College, so it's gonna be a little tough. But Florida State should be able to take care of Clemson. They haven't looked that great this year, to be honest. Oklahoma, Cincinnati. This should be a pretty interesting game. I would think Oklahoma should dominate, but I think Cincinnati will make it close. But I still got OKC taking the victory. Next we got Army and Syracuse. Give me Syracuse, I guess. Auburn, Texas A&M. Give me Auburn for sure. Kentucky, Vanderbilt, Kentucky. SMU, TCU. Give me TCU with that one. Oh, let's talk about this game, guys. Colorado, Oregon. Let me put the game cast on this one. Wow. Colorado, Oregon. 3:30, which is weird because this is a Western division or Western team, and they're gonna be playing at 3:30. So 12:30 over there, at 3:30 here in the Eastern time. But yeah, Oregon, Colorado. Look, this is gonna be quite the matchup. Quite the matchup for Colorado. As you can see here, 93% of people, or of the ESPN analytics, couldn't even say that word, sorry. 94% of people basically saying, sorry, Colorado, but your run is going to end today, against Oregon. And look, the easy decision for you to make is obviously go for Oregon. They're the favorite. They looked really good, both offensively and defensively. They look great. Their opponents, I actually don't even remember what they've played against. Okay, yes, they played Portland State. Did you even know that was a college football team? Okay, Texas Tech, 38-30. This was closer than expected. This was a tight game. So, hey, you never know. And then Hawaii 55-10. Dominated Hawaii. Okay. So 2 out of their 3 opponents, they've completely just whooped their ass. Texas Tech gave them some tests. Definitely gave them a little bit of the run for their money. You don't think Colorado's going to do the same thing today? Abso-fucking-lutely. Now, do I think Colorado is winning this game? Absolutely. Absolutely. Give me Colorado upsetting Oregon. Just so we can finally see what this team is really, really, really about. Because we all know the hype has been real with this Colorado team. They have some of the best players right now in all of college football. This motherfucker right here is him. Travis Hunter is out for the game. That's going to be a big maybe, shoulda, coulda, woulda, a factor in the game if Colorado loses the game. What if they had Travis Hunter? Yeah, they're going to make their excuses, this and that. But if they win without him, then we're going to be thinking, well, damn. Oregon's probably going to get even more shit on for not beating a Colorado team that's still freshly enjoying the hype right now. This team haven't felt like they've had a glory year or they've had a great season in such a long time. And just 3 games in, they feel like they're the best fucking team in all of college football, it feels like. You know what I mean? Oregon is definitely going to shut them down for a bit, and it's going to be a hard test for Colorado. I'm going to go with Colorado because it's hard, man. It's hard to just go against prime time, but there's something about these motherfucking there's something about these motherfuckers, man, that they're just special, dude. And look, Bo Nix, 8 touchdowns, 0 picks, almost 900 yards, and an 83.2 QB rating. He's been good, and he's up there right now in Heisman consideration. He's one of the Heisman candidates for this season already. Has looked good. Colorado, last week against Colorado State, an unranked team and a team that's not even that great, they gave them some tough competition. I got Colorado, but that's just because I don't know if I want to go up against prime time. But a lot of people are going up against them. A lot of people are not shy about it. So yeah, I'm gonna go for Colorado. I could definitely be wrong, just because of this, and because I don't think I haven't seen or heard a bunch of people picking Colorado for this one. Even when they pick Oregon, they're still mentioning the fact that they can't go up against primetime, that they don't want to doubt him. But I feel like that's just gonna end up on the wrong foot, most likely. We'll have to see. But this is gonna be a really good game. You cannot, if you missed last week's game against Colorado State, or you didn't stay up late enough to watch the whole game, which I didn't. I only stayed up to like midnight, so I saw like most of the game, fourth quarter, but I missed overtime, and that's where things got even more intense, right? But whatever. I'm not missing this one out. I'm watching all 4 quarters of this one, so we gotta. Oh well, actually, I'm gonna have to watch it on. I'm gonna have to watch multiple games at the same time because I also got the U Miami game and the Alabama game going on. So I'm gonna like watch it on the computer, phone, and the fucking TV at this point. So I might as well do that. But yeah, give me Colorado. And if they win, I'm gonna brag. I'm just gonna be that guy next week, and I'm gonna be. I told y'all. Don't doubt him. Don't doubt this motherfucker. Don't doubt him. So we'll see. Next we got UCLA, Utah. This is gonna be a pretty good game. Give me Utah. They don't look that bad. They look pretty good. Give me Utah. Ole Miss, Alabama. Now let me talk about this game. Ole Miss, I don't know much about Ole Miss. They're 15. They're the 15th ranked right now. And then Alabama, they were 10 and now they're 13, obviously, because that game against South Florida was ugly. Now, their quarterback, Jalen Milroe, is going to be starting. So far, he has 449 yards, 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He didn't play at all last week's game. They pretty much benched him after that game against Texas where they lost, right? I feel like this is a bounce back game for Alabama. They should be able to put up a good fight against Ole Miss. Ole Miss, their defense, I'm not sure. I don't know much about their defense. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to see what Ole Miss is all about in this one because I haven't seen an Ole Miss game this season. But Alabama's at home. They have their guy. They Jalen Monroe is the best quarterback they got right now. So you don't want to just put too much on him at this point. Like let's really show what they got. Alabama should have this bounce back game in the bag, even though they're going up against a 3-0 Ole Miss team that, again, I don't know much about them, so I'm not going to underestimate them or just say they're garbage because they're 15th seed right now for a reason. So I'm not going to put too much on that, but Bama should be a good game for y'all as well. So we'll see. I got Bama winning, but we'll see what Ole Miss can do. Duke and UConn, give me Duke. UConn has not been good. Miami versus Temple. So Miami versus Philly team. It should be interesting. I mean, I got Miami winning this one for sure, but Temple, they're not a bad team. 2-1. Nah, but what am I kidding, man? Let's go Miami. Let's go Hurricanes. Let's go. Like, let's win this shit. They're playing in Philly, but let's just kick their cook and they're playing at the Lincoln Field. Wow. Okay. FAU versus Illinois. Give me FAU. Maryland versus Michigan State. Give me Michigan. Nah, give me Maryland. Give me Maryland. Actually, no Maryland. Because of Tagovailoa. Because of Tua's brother, for sure, for sure. Boston College, Louisville. Give me Louisville. BYU, Kansas. Give me Kansas. Texas Tech, West Virginia. Give me Texas Tech. Give me Texas Tech. Actually, give me Texas Tech defeating West Virginia. I don't know. I have a feeling. Tennessee, give me Tennessee over UTSA. Oklahoma State, give me over Iowa State. FIU is 3-1. They play at home. Okay, 3-1. Give me FIU, of course. LSU versus Arkansas. Give me LSU. Oregon State versus Washington State. This should be a good game. I want to go with Washington State. I kind of feel like Washington State might be not, they might be good. Oh, fuck it. Give me Washington State. I'll give me Washington at home. Fuck it, over Oregon State. Colorado, Charlotte, Charlotte versus Florida. Definitely give me Florida. They looked really good last week against Tennessee and knocking their ass down. Sam Houston versus Houston. Give me Houston. Colorado State. Give me Colorado State winning their first game in Middle Tennessee. Arizona, Stanford. Give me Arizona. Nevada, Texas Tech, whatever. Okay. Georgia versus UAB. Georgia, if you can't fucking destroy this UAB team, then I don't know what is going on, bro. This is like the first time that UAB is going to be on fucking ESPN, probably, just because y'all playing against them. So, please, Georgia, y'all better whoop their ass like 55-3 or something. Like, please. Like, there's no way y'all losing or winning this game by like 2 scores or 1 score. Like, whoop their ass. And y'all are at home. Georgia, don't fuck it up, please. Don't do this to yourself. Thank you. Texas versus Baylor. Give me Texas. Oh wow, this is gonna be a pretty good game too. Ohio State versus Notre Dame. They're playing at Notre Dame, but you know what, man? Give me Iowa. Actually, no. You know what, dude? Give me Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame might actually put up a good fight against Ohio State. Ohio State has looked pretty up and down. Ohio State, even though they're right now number 6 ranked, they don't look incredible. They have an amazing wide receiver, obviously, in Harrison Jr., and everyone's been talking about him. What is for 3 touchdowns, 304 yards, 14 receptions. Wow. Yeah, he's from Philly. Oh shit, I didn't even know he was from Philly. He was born there. God damn. I like this motherfucker even more now. Great. Damn. Now I kind of want Ohio State to win this game. I don't know. They don't look that great, like, defensively. They look good on offense. Their quarterback. Who's their quarterback for Ohio State? Who the fuck is their quarterback, dude? I don't even know. Wait, let me just click on the game cast real quick. My bad. Come on. Where is it here? Who is their quarterback for McCord? Kyle McCord, 6 touchdowns, 1 receptions, 87.2 QB rating, 815 yards. Mount Laurel, New Jersey. He's a junior. Huh? Oh, all right. Who's the quarterback for Sam Hartman? How did I just guessed his first name? Wow. Sam Hartman, 13 touchdowns, 0 picks, 1,000 yards already. Damn, in 3 games, 1,000 yards. Damn, or actually 4 games. They never mind. They played 4 games because they played a game before. Every other team played like that Saturday. They play like on a Friday or something, or the Thursday before the first week of the season, some shit like that. Damn, though, 1,000 yards already in 4 games. God damn, man, he hasn't thrown an interception. Hasn't made a bad mistake yet. Yeah, this should be another good game. After that Colorado Oregon game and the Alabama game, and for me personally, the Miami game, and then during the Georgia, damn, there's some good games. There's some good games. Last week there was not that many. I only saw the Alabama, the Colorado, some of the Miami game. I saw a little bit of the Penn State game. Yeah, not that many games I saw last week, but this today, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of college football games you should be watching for sure. Don't just wait for the NFL tomorrow. Watch some college football today. So yeah, for me, you know what? Fuck it. Give me Ohio State. Give me Ohio State. I'm sorry, Notre Dame. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. How about that? Iowa versus Penn State. Give me Penn State. Give me Penn State. Akron, Indiana. Give me Akron. Why not? Memphis, Missouri. Memphis. I'm picking Memphis. Yeah. North Carolina, Pittsburgh. Give me North Carolina at Acrisure Stadium. But still, UCF versus Kansas State. I think Kansas State is going to bounce back. I think Kansas State's going to bounce back. They're going to beat UCF. We'll see about that. USC versus Arizona State. Yeah, give me USC. Caleb Williams already has 12 touchdowns, 878 yards. My goodness. California versus Washington. Give me Washington for sure. Penix, 12 fucking touchdowns, 1 interception. Bro has 1,300 yards already. I mean, he leads all the college football in QBR. No wonder, bro. God damn, bro. Holy shit. Again, Michael Penix, another Heisman candidate this year. Keep him out on the lookout. He's fucking dominant. People should watch more Washington games. So this and that. Kent State, Fresno State, give me Fresno State, and then Hawaii versus New Mexico, basically playing tomorrow. At least if you're in the East Coast, give me New Mexico. Actually, no, give me Hawaii. They're playing in Hawaii. Fuck it, why not? Recap some of the games. So there was a couple games yesterday. Georgia defeat Coastal Carolina 30-17 on Thursday, and then there was games yesterday. Wisconsin beats Purdue 38-17. NC State defeats Virginia 24-21. And then Boise State defeats Colorado. Not Colorado. My goodness. Colorado's just stuck in my fucking head. Sorry, guys. Boise State defeating San Diego State 34-31. And then Air Force whooping San Jose State 45-20. And, well, they're 4-0. Huh. Air Force is 4-0, but their level of competition hasn't been that great, I'm assuming, right? No. The best team they've played was Utah State. And Utah State is what? 1-2. My goodness. Yep. They play in the Mountain West. They're not gonna get fucking ranked unless they go like perfect or something for the remainder of the year. But whatever. So yeah, those are my college football picks. Wait, let me do my my pick. Let me go back to the screen. Let me just shit. There we go. Yeah, let me go to my pick 'em, or not the pick 'em, to the college pick 'em league real quick and make my picks and lock them in for sure. Okay, so for week 4, we got Auburn, Texas A&M. I picked Auburn. Florida State versus Clemson. Give me Florida State for sure. UCLA, Utah. I picked Utah. Alabama, Ole Miss. Give me Alabama. BYU, Kansas. Give me Kansas. Oregon State versus Washington State. Give me Washington State, upsetting. Ohio State versus Notre Dame. Give me Ohio State. Memphis versus Missouri. Give me Memphis. Why not? Kansas State. Give me Kansas State bouncing back against UCF. And then give me North Carolina defeating Pittsburgh. Okay. And then it says how many total points will be scored in Ohio State versus Notre Dame. How many points do I think they're going to score? Give me 72 points. I think they're probably both going to score like plus 30 points. and then some team might get like 40, 30 something, 30 something. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, those are my final college pick'em leagues. College football is going to start in like a little less than an hour from now. So yeah, that's that. Now, all we're missing. We're 30 minutes in. We're 30 minutes in. Oh yeah, yesterday Ronald Acuna Jr. makes history, being the fourth player in MLB history to have 40 home runs and 60 stolen bags in a season. My goodness, he is the National League MVP, and I called it since the beginning of the year. I told you, Mookie Betts has also been great, but man, you can't make history like that and not expect to get some fucking hardware at the end of the season. So I'm sorry, but Acuna Jr. has locked it. He's the National League MVP. That's my vote, and that's been my vote since the beginning of the year. So I just knew my stuff, guys. Sorry. Now, finally, let me make my week 3 NFL predictions. Let's get straight to it, guys. Let's get straight to it, guys. All right. Week 3. So Thursday, no surprise, the Giants, they lost to the 49ers 30-12. Yeah, I already thought the Giants were going to lose this game, so don't worry about it. So yeah, I'm 1-0, and I actually picked the Niners, excuse me. I picked the Niners to beat the Giants, and I put them in the Eliminator Challenge. So I'm now 3-0 in the Eliminator Challenge. So good. I'm still alive. I don't got to pick again for the rest of the week, so I'm waiting till week 4. We'll get into week 4 and see who I'm going to be picking, but at least the Giants, y'all suck. Y'all are fucking garbage, man. Oh my goodness, bro. Anyways, let's go straight with my predictions. Anyways, let's go. Let's start off with the Atlanta Falcons going up against the Detroit motherfucking Lions. All right. So we got the Atlanta Falcons going up against the Atlanta Falcons. Yes, the Atlanta Falcons going up against the Atlanta Falcons. The Lions 1-1 and the Falcons 2-0. Falcons looking pretty good. I'm not going to lie. The Falcons don't look that bad on offense. Their run game has been great. Their offense has looked pretty impressive throughout the season so far. The Lions defense has looked pretty good as well. Detroit last week, though, their defense wasn't that great. Against Seattle, their offense was there. Defense wasn't there much. And they lost their home opener against the Seattle Seahawks. Now, I do think Detroit should be able to get a more comfortable win here if their defense can stay tacked. Honestly, there's not much that the Falcons could do defensively because they're going to just run the ball over and then their offense is going to take over. So I don't really know if I'm going to expect the Falcons offense to run the Lions defense over or vice versa. I don't know if the Lions offense is going to put more. Honestly, the Lions offense, I trust more the Lions offense than the Falcons offense right now, but that defense concerns me for the Lions. So at this point, I don't even know where I really want to go in this one. But you know what? Give me the Falcons. To be honest with you, give me the Falcons. No, I'm kidding. Give me the Lions to beat the Falcons. Honestly, give me the Lions to beat the Falcons. I think the Lions might. I think offensively they're going to be a little bit more productive. So you know what? Give me the Lions. Give me the Lions. All right. Next, we got the Chargers versus the Vikings. Both teams that I think it's already good enough time to hit the panic button on either teams. Like, yeah, the Vikings, man, they've already lost 2 close one-score games already, and they're, not looking fantastic. So that's that. And the Chargers, their offense, explosive. Defense, nowhere to be found. So it's a good balance. Not a good balance. Who am I kidding? Chargers, no matter how many points they can put up offensively, no matter how well they can play and at running the ball, throwing, doesn't matter. Their defense is going to sell, and they just always figure out a way to sell games. And the Vikings, I mean, they almost had a comeback against the Eagles on Thursday Night Football last week, but I feel a little bit more comfortable in the Vikings to finally get a win. So you know what? Give me the Vikings beating the Chargers in this one. Give me the Chargers beating the Vikings in this one. Next, we got the Saints versus the Packers. Saints and the Packers. Packers looking to come back, bounce back. Their first game at home in Lambeau Field. And the Saints offensively haven't looked amazing. Defensively have impressive, though. They have looked impressive defensively, however. And to be honest with you, the Saints don't look bad. But I feel like the Packers offense is going to steamroll their defense. I feel like, I don't know. I think that Packers offense looks great. Jordan Love right now looks good. The defense also doesn't look that bad themselves. Derek Carr hasn't been amazing, but also hasn't been fucking terrible. That's kind of just the tail end of his career. Just kind of in that middle range QB, ranking. He's never really in the elite tier, but he's never also, in the bottom of the barrel, tier as well. But you know what? Give me Green Bay winning this game. I think I trust more Jordan Love and the offense. And right now, I like what I'm seeing in the offense more than what the Saints are doing. Now, defensively, it could be a different battle, but you just give me the Packers for this one. So yeah, give me the Packers. Houston Texans versus Jacksonville Jaguars. Yeah, not much to say here. The Texans, they don't look terrible, but they're not a good team, guys. And the Jaguars, I mean, they struggled badly, man. Their offense was abysmal last week against the Chiefs, and especially in the red zone offense, they just did not look good at all. And yeah, Kansas City has a good defense. Don't get me wrong, but man, like there's better defenses in the league, and putting up 9 points against even a top tier defense that's not really top tier, still, it's kind of very concerning. But against Houston, I feel like they're gonna get a break, and they should steamroll them at the very least. So yeah, no surprise here. I'm going with Jacksonville for sure. Next, we got the Denver Broncos going up against the Miami Dolphins. Yeah, the Broncos. They look better than last year a little bit, but they're still not winning games. Their offense looks look better. I'm gonna admit that the offense looks good. Defense looks okay. Doesn't look great. Looks okay. So now it's not really the defense carrying. It's kind of now the offense is carrying, but still not really doing enough. They choked that game against the Commanders last week, and then they almost came back through a Hail Mary. Oh my God, we're going to tie this game. Then they missed a 2-point conversion to fail to tie the game. Yeah, little things like that just completely blue balled the Broncos last week. But also against the Raiders, their offense was also sloppy, and their defense was good. So I don't know. They're going to be a back and forth team where one game their offense looks good and their defense looks like trash, or at least looks mediocre. And then days where the defense is going to look amazing and the offense is going to look piss poor. So, what are we going to get? What are we going to get from the Broncos? They're so spontaneous. I don't know if I'm expecting Russell Wilson to throw 4 touchdown passes or if he's going to throw 1 and then 3 picks. Like, I don't know where's the balance in this team. I feel like their defense is probably going to give the Dolphins a little bit of a challenge, maybe. Not really, because our offense, the Miami Dolphins, have such a great offense. I feel like we're going to have a comfortable win here, but I do think maybe the Broncos can give us a bit of a challenge. I'm just being nice. Honestly, realistically, I think we're going to steamroll the Broncos. I almost said the Dolphins. Unfucking believable. But I don't know, man. I guess I'll have to give the Broncos some credit. If they get annihilated, though, I probably shouldn't even just say that at that point anymore. I'm just gonna admit that they're gonna steamroll them. Yeah, give me the Dolphins beating the Broncos. Next, we got the Titans and the Browns. Kind of an interesting game here. The Browns offensively look really weird, man. Deshaun Watson looks really, I don't know. He does not look good at all. They lost Nick Chubb, so the run game now is obviously a lot worse. Jerome Ford and now Kareem Hunt is now they're 2 running backs that they got at service. They're not bad running backs, but definitely not over Nick Chubb any day. And obviously replacing him is going to be tough to see what they're going to do with that offense. And their pass catchers, they're cool, but Deshaun Watson, if he's not making anything happen, well, then those pass catchers are just waiting for. They're just ruining their chances. They're just not getting opportunities and this and that. The Titans, offensively, they still look kind of mid, and defensively, they don't really look that great, even though they do have their Bronco type of games where one day the offense looks good, defense looks bad, vice versa. But I do trust the Titans a little bit more, though. The Browns just look really weird to me. Yeah, they beat the Bengals, but the Bengals haven't looked good this year, and usually they have a good time. They have a pretty good rivalry against the Bengals. They usually always beat them for some fucking reason. So I guess that factor also plays in. Yeah, give me the Titans over. Give me the Titans over the Browns for sure. Next, we got the Buffalo Bills going up against the Washington Commanders. I think the Bills are going to have another comeback game in this one. The Commanders, not bad at all. Last week, they played well. The run game, Brian Robinson had a pretty good game. I almost said Sam Heineke. Sam Howell looked pretty good. But the Bills last week, they were dominating against the Raiders. I feel like the Raiders now, I mean not the Raiders, the Bills now they have some momentum now. They won their home opener against the Raiders. They steamrolled them. They're coming to Washington. It's going to be a little bit tougher now. Their defense is not that bad, and I believe Chase Young will be playing for Washington in tomorrow's game. So, you know what? Give me a good chance. Give me Buffalo for the victory here. It's going to be a little bit tough for Buffalo because I think their offense is going to mix well with the other, but we'll see. We'll see. Next, we got the Indianapolis Colts going up against the Baltimore Ravens. Give me the Ravens without a doubt. The Colts without Anthony Richardson, at least at the moment, I don't think he's going to be playing tomorrow, obviously due to that concussion protocol, and I don't know how long he's going to be out for. The Ravens, yeah, they're dealing with injuries on their own, but Lamar Jackson looks good, and the offense looks good. So I believe in Lamar over the Colts' existence. So thank you. Yeah, give me the Ravens beating the Colts. Patriots and Jets. Is it finally the time where the Patriots are going to get a win this season? Because it felt like they could have been 2-0 instead of 0-2. I'm not gonna lie. They've played against the Eagles and they played against the Dolphins. So me saying that is kind of like, well, they could have beat either team. So are they finally going to be able to take advantage against the Jets? Yes, they are. I think the Patriots are going to win their first game against the Jets. Again, Zach Wilson is that quarterback. I want to have faith and momentum for him, but they should be looking for another quarterback, to be honest with you, man. Zach Wilson's not the guy, man. And he 3 interceptions last week against the Cowboys. Yes, it's the Cowboys off defense, but no, man. There's not much. There's not much you can trust. There's not much you can trust for the Jets right now. With their quarterback, right now. So give me the Patriots. Give me the Patriots being the Jets. It just sucks that the Jets now are just stuck with that dude for in the meantime. Next, we got the Panthers versus the Seahawks. Panthers going up against the Seahawks in Seattle, and Bryce Young, he looks okay, but doesn't really look that great so far. Seattle had a pretty good game against the Lions last week, winning in overtime, and to be honest, Seattle looks impressive, and I think they're going to keep showing mistake-free football like they did last week. Obviously the defense wasn't amazing, but their offense stood up big time, and Geno Smith looked pretty impressive. So give me the Seahawks over Carolina. Carolina really hasn't done much this season so far. They got to prove me a little bit wrong. Bryce Young, obviously, in his 3rd game. You got to take it easy, man. He'll get a win at some point this season, but it's just going to be a long stretch. Speaking of a long stretch for the Bears, when was the last time the Bears have won a game? It feels like 7 years ago almost. And this week, they're not going to get it because they're going up against the Kansas City Chiefs. Don't need to talk about the Bears that much. The Bears are garbage, man. They're just garbage. And I'm just thinking it's the rest of the team and not Justin Fields. And now I'm thinking Justin Fields is also part of the fucking problem. So if Justin Fields was the solution and now he's part of the problem, when is the problem going to end? Give me Kansas City defeating the Bears. I don't even want to talk about the Bears. They're just fucking abysmal. They might be worse than the fucking Cardinals or even the Texans at this point. They're fighting for it right now. Speaking of the Cardinals, we're not even going to talk about the Cardinals because they're smart at what they're doing. They want to look competitive, but they're losing. They're losing on they know what they're doing. So let the Cardinals lose this game. Cowboys are gonna whoop their ass. We know Cardinals whooping their ass. Cowboys whooping the Cardinals' ass. Thank you very much. Sunday night football, Steelers, Raiders. This is gonna be a pretty exciting game. Nah, I'm just kidding. Really? Steelers, Raiders, both mediocre ass teams for Sunday night football. Come on, man. We need better Sunday night football games than this. But whatever it is, what it is. Honestly, give me the Steelers just because their defense looks really fucking good. And their offense looks no, like it looks non-existent sometimes. I don't know, man. But whatever. I trust that Steelers defense. TJ Watt for the victory. Let's go straight to it. Monday night doubleheader. We got the first one with the Eagles going up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Eagles, y'all are 2-0, but y'all don't look great. Y'all look good, but y'all don't look great. So I'm going with the Eagles for sure. I'm not picking Tampa Bay, but don't be careful with Tampa Bay. They actually don't look that bad right now. Baker Mayfield could fucking win on Monday night, and I really don't want to say that, but if y'all are not careful, if that defense can't step up, if the offense can't step up a bit, we're gonna have some problems. We're gonna have some problems with the Eagles. Oh, we're not gonna have some problems with the Eagles. We're gonna have some problems with the Buccaneers. Things they need. They need to figure things out. So yeah, give me the Eagles beating the Buccaneers. Hopefully they can figure things out a little bit more and yeah, get the W. Must win game for the Bengals. They're going up against the LA Rams. Bengals. I'm picking y'all to win this game. This is the Super Bowl 56. Yeah, Super Bowl 56 rematch. You know what I mean? Monday Night Football, second game, third game for both teams, obviously, but second game of the Monday Night doubleheader games. And look, Rams look good. That Puka Nacua kid is not bad. Matthew Stafford in the offense looks good. The defense looks solid. Bengals, however, look garbage. Joe Burrow, is he even playing tomorrow or not tomorrow? On Monday? We'll have to wait and see. But the Bengals, y'all don't want to start 0-3. Y'all do not want to start 0-3 because then I just regret making my predictions in general. I had y'all losing 4 games this year. Or y'all already lost 2. If y'all lose on Monday night, I give up on the Bengals completely. I feel like they're probably not going to make the playoffs. I'm going to start overreacting. I'm not going to lie. If the Bengals, I'm going to overreact. I'm definitely going to be overreacting. Or maybe not even overreacting if the Rams beat the Bengals. The Rams are not a bad team, and they could bounce back from having a fucking horrible season last year, but their offense just doesn't look the same. Joe Burrow does not look great right now, and the defense also not that great. So, and this is a team that went to the title game last year. The injuries haven't been that effective. Just Joe Burrow with that calf injury, but it's lingering, and it's still, I don't know, man. I'm still picking Cincinnati, but man, they really have to figure it out. They really have to figure something out because then it's just not going to look good. It's just not going to look good. So yeah, that is that. Those are my week. Those are my week 3 predictions. So let me just go over them again. So obviously, Niners already beat the Giants. I have the Titans being the Browns. I have the Lions being the Falcons. I have the Packers being the Saints. The Dolphins beating the Broncos. The Vikings beating the Chargers. The Patriots beating the Jets. The Bills beating the Commanders. The Jaguars beating the Texans. The Ravens beating the Colts. The Seahawks beating the Panthers. The Chiefs beating the Bears. The Cowboys beating the Cardinals. The Steelers beating the Raiders. The Eagles beating the Buccaneers. And the Bengals defeating the Rams. So that's that. Those are my week 3 picks. I was 12-4 last week. So hopefully I can get 13 wins this week, maybe. I'm 22-11 so far for 2 weeks straight, or for pick'em leagues. So yeah. Fantasy football, I'm 1-1. I already talked about that. I'm projected to win. I have a 63% win probability for this week. I'm projected to get 129.9 points, while my opponent is projected to get 104 points. So yeah, I'm expected to win in fantasy this week. I have Brian Robinson now, and I also added who else did I add? Kyron Williams. I also added Kyron Williams. They're both going to be starting. They're going to be both of them are going to be my starting running backs, because obviously Jonathan Taylor is still not playing, and then I had to bench Damian Pierce at least in the meantime, and then I also had to bench Kyle Pitts as well, and then Richardson. I mean, my starting quarterback. Do I want to keep Justin Herbert, or do I put in um, Kenny Pickett? I feel like I want to put Kenny Pickett. I'm gonna put Justin Herbert. Let me keep Justin Herbert in. Yeah, for sure. Justin Jefferson definitely. When is he gonna get benched? Never. Dolphins defense 6.2. I was thinking they're gonna be. Wow, the kicker is projected. My kicker Jake Elliott is supposed to get 8.5 projected flex. With my flex pick is Brees Hall, and he's projected to get 10 points for me. George Pickens 14 points. I could put him up there if I want, but I think my starting lineup for this week is good. So my starting lineup is going to be Justin Herbert, Brian Robinson, Kyron Williams, my 2 running backs. My 2 receivers are going to be Justin Jefferson and Stephon Diggs. My tight end, Mark Andrews. My flex pick, Brees Hall. My defense, Dolphins defense. And then my kicker, Jake Elliott. And then on the bench, I have Damian Pierce waiting, George Pickens waiting, Kyle Pitts, Jonathan Taylor, Kenny Pickett, Zay Flowers, and then Anthony Richardson. So I'm still waiting for more results here. I'm 1-1. We'll see what we can do. All right, let's go, guys. Let's go. Justin Herbert. Let's go. Brian Robinson. Let's go. Jefferson, Diggs, Andrews. Let's go crazy. Let's go crazy this week. I'm trying to get my second win in fantasy. I could have won last week if Nick Chubb didn't get injured, but it's okay. Things happen. Once again, speedy recovery for Nick Chubb. Hopefully he gets better soon. And hopefully he can play next season once again. But that is it for today's episode. A pretty quick one. I was able to do it in under an hour. Actually, let me get this done out the way so we can make it into an hour or almost an hour. Okay. So I promised y'all a couple episodes ago to talk about the artists to still drop albums in 2023. Now, I'm going to talk about the albums that I'm still the artists that I'm still expecting to drop this year. I still have to do another episode where I have to talk about albums and review them and this and that. The Olivia Rodrigo album. I'll talk about that. The Guts album, the Madison Beer album, the Nas album. I still haven't heard the Nas album, and I still haven't heard the Doja Cat album. The Doja Cat album came out last night, and the Nas album came out last week. So I have to listen to both of them tonight. But the Madison Beer, Olivia Rodrigo, and a couple, my God, and a couple of other albums that I'm going to review in the future. So yeah, but let me just give y'all some artists that I'm still waiting to drop this year that have not dropped yet. So I made this list last month in August. So let me update a little bit. So Drake, obviously, For All the Dogs. It's supposed to be coming out now, October 6th. So we're waiting on October 6th. It fucking better drop already, because my goodness, he's delayed this album like 3 times. Like, fine, can we get it October 6th, please? Perfect date and everything. Birth month and the 6th date of the, it should come out that day for sure. Polo G, it was gonna drop 2 weeks ago and it didn't drop. Kid Cudi, he's gonna actually drop next year in January, so we're gonna have to remove Kid Cudi for 2023. Rod Wave already dropped his album. I'll talk about Rod Wave's new album as well. Blackpink, I don't think they're dropping a new album this year, but hey, you never know. 21 Savage, I'm expecting him to drop a new album soon. Sampha is supposedly dropping in October, so I'm waiting for that album in October. Larry June and Cardo are supposed to be working on another collab tape, maybe coming out this year, maybe next year, we'll see. Schoolboy Q is working on new music. Maybe that comes out this year, maybe that comes out next year, we'll see. Lil Wayne, he announced that he's going to drop a mixtape before he drops the Carter 6. It's called The Fix, before the Carter 6, but we don't know when the mixtape is coming out. So then the mixtape and then the album comes out. We'll have to wait and see. Anderson .Paak, again, don't know, but still would be nice. Yeet has dropped a bunch of good singles this year. I'm expecting an album this year or next year at least. Juice World, yeah, I'm done with the Juice World albums, but I've heard some leaks, and man, I kind of want another Juice World album. I don't really know. I really don't, and I really don't. I do and I don't at the same time want a Juice World album. For me, it's very complicated. Offset for sure. That's album is coming out next month in October. Same thing with Taylor Swift with 1989 with the Taylor's version coming out the 27th of October. Jesus, that's coming out October 27th, the day before my birthday. DJ Khaled, psych. I'm just kidding. I didn't put DJ Khaled here. Actually, I did. That album is coming out. I'm not really expecting much of it, but still, why not? Benny the Butcher. When is that album coming out? West Side Gun just announced yesterday that the Pray for Paris sequel is coming out October 13th, and the feature list is fucking stacked. Let me show you all the feature list. Bro has JID, Conway the Machine, Rick Ross, RZA, Benny the Butcher, Ty Dolla $ign, Denzel Curry, ESTG, Steve Giggs. He has fucking Stove God Cooks. Like, he has a bunch of fucking guys on here. I mean, Casey as well is also on this album. DJ Holiday, Tay Keith. Oh wow, Tay Keith is on production on this album. Conductor, of course. Peasy, Boldy James as well. No Alchemist production here. The Alchemist is not on this album, or maybe he's like I don't know. But that Pray for Paris album sound looking to be very, very good. Playboy Cardi with music. When is he dropping that? I don't know. Doja Cat just dropped her album last night, so I will get to it and react to it. Nicki Minaj is apparently dropping an album, or not apparently. She announced that she's dropping in November, so hopefully waiting for that. Corday, I don't know. We'll see if we can get one this year, next year. Boz, same thing. J. Cole, same thing. I don't know. Beyonce, when are we getting that new album? Maybe next year, because the Renaissance tour is finished by the end of next week, I think. So, we should maybe eventually roll out to the Renaissance tour. Once that tour is done, maybe the album is going to come out within the next couple of months, or not the next couple of months, but within, soon enough, maybe. Baby Keem, when is that album coming out? Hasn't announced anything. Saba, No ID, haven't announced anything. James Blake dropped the album. Pretty good. I'll talk about it later. That's another album that I'll talk about. Georgia Smith, I think, is dropping in October or November, one of those 2 months. Excited for that one. Chief Keef, don't know. Tizo Touchdown dropped his album. I'll talk about it. Selena Gomez still hasn't dropped her album, but she only dropped one single, and it's not that bad. So exciting for that. And she did say that that album is going to be a bunch of pop records. It's not going to be a bunch of like ballads or like sad songs and anything. So should be exciting. Olivia Rodrigo, she just dropped Guts 2 weeks ago. I'll talk about it for sure. Madison Beer, she dropped her album a week ago. I'll talk about it as well. Lil Uzi, Barter 16. We already got Pink Tape this year, but if we're going to get Barter 16, maybe we might get it again. ASAP Rocky, where the fuck is Don't Be Dumb? Like, come on, man. Drop the goddamn album. And then these are the 2 most expected albums that I'm waiting for this year. Probably remaining. I'm not gonna lie, Kanye West. Yes, deep down, I do want a new Kanye album, but at the same time, I could wait for it next year. And then finally, that Metro Boomin and Future album, that collab album. Oh my goodness, that's gonna be the hardest fucking record of the year. And then when that record is done, or when it's out, then we're getting that Metro and JID collab. Oh my goodness. Metro is gonna be fucking feasting with these JID and Future collab album. I cannot wait. I want at least one of them out before the year ends. Like, we can wait. We can get that Metro Future this year, and then maybe get the Metro and JID next year. Because my goodness, I need one of them this year. Please, man, I'm super excited for that Metro and Future, and same with that Metro and JID. I need it. For fuck's sake, I need it. So yeah, those are my artists that still need to drop. So yeah, we'll keep it updated. Of course, there were some artists that are on the list that were in August, and obviously they already dropped their albums, and it's almost the end of September, and we're heading into October by the end of next week. Can't fucking believe it. That's insane. But That is it for today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys in a bit. Take care and peace out, my friends.